Spokane Public School Board members are speaking out tonight. A group of parents and community members forced last night's meeting to go virtual because they refused to follow state guidelines.
You messed it up.
I am the jerk that I was. You can't give me the right to be a human being. I'm fine with that right. Now you can keep me from having that if you've got all the policemen and all the jobs on your side.
After being told that I'm the one that ruined everything at the Spokane School Board meeting,
You messed it up. I am the jerk that I was.
which is what you just saw, I wanted to share this video. If you didn't see the full version of the intro, links to it and all of the videos documenting the school board meetings and their mishandling of things at every opportunity, as well as any of the sources I use, are in the description. What you're going to see here is Brian Asmus, the head of security for Central Valley School District, handles the same situation completely differently. In the Spokane Public Schools scenario, Randy, their head of security, was preventing me and others from serving the papers we had to the school board. He was trying to flex his big government muscle and show it's not the people in charge. Brian here plays the same role in the Central Valley School District's version of this political theater, but handled things much different, proving it wasn't me that ruined everything. I didn't ruin anyone's chance to submit to these ruthless people willing to do harm to us and make examples of us if we don't comply in order to beg for some table scraps of our former freedom now doled out as privileges. I've dealt with Brian in the past, and if you don't know how I feel about government officials, I'm a voluntarist or anarchist, whichever you prefer at this point, who doesn't believe in the forced interactions of government. That being said, Brian is the type of guy in this position that I could see myself supporting if I was left to be able to do it voluntarily. People like him would be good to have around for the transitionary period from the socialism we have now to the ultimate individual freedom of a voluntary society.
Who's the superintendent?
Ben Small.
Is he out here?
No, he's not.
Oh, okay, because we're going to serve him papers, so.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if you're not going to wear a mask, you're going to have to step outside.
Well, what says that we have to do that?
The law says you do.
The law. What law is that?
The governor's mandate.
That's
Please
a mandate, not a law.
It is. It has the force of
Well,
law.
he needs to come out so we can serve
Yeah.
him. If you guys could relay.
He'll be out.
Well, we'll just wait until he's here so we
But
can
in the
serve him.
meantime, please exit the building.
Well, you don't have any enforceable law that says that I can go out there.
Actually,
you didn't
that's
enforce
not
that.
true.
So what's the
And I'll be right
enforceable
back
code?
with the sheriff.
This is what I mean when I say these are ruthless people. This woman just threatened my friend and I with force by beckoning a corporate policy enforcer highly trained in coercive tactics, including but not limited to extortion, torture, and being taken to a cage in a dungeon. She couldn't even produce any logical reason that would make us don a face mask other than appealing to our fear of the monopolized force of the state. Not even the original reason we were told, which was public health. No one answers that to my question of why anymore.
How are you?
Guess I serve the sheriff too.
Hi. Nice to meet you. How are you? Good. Did you do this? No. Hey, Debbie.
Conditions not to be required for attendance. RCW 42.30.040. Interruptions, adjournments. Interesting.
Ryan, could you please escort these two gentlemen who will not wear masks from the building? Thank you.
You gonna put your hands on us, Brian?
Hey, Corey.
How's it going? Not very good.
So what's the...
Well, it's my understanding nobody can produce an enforceable code that says you can put your hands on me to get me out of this building without a mask. So there's that, but also we just need to serve some papers to the superintendent.
Okay, so you don't want to give those to me to give to him?
I'd rather just wait and do it myself so I can verify that he gets them.
Okay. Okay.
So, we're not hurting anyone, we're just waiting until he gets
I
here.
understand. Let's see. So there's the Department of Health order, right? I know that you're very, very well aware of that. Right? We don't need to go into all that.
Right.
Whether or not you believe that's enforceable or not, not for me to decide, right?
Right. Well, I mean, it kind of is. You're the one that's going to use force or call for it, so I mean, it is kind of right. I'm just saying.
So under the governor's order, right, it's required that anybody that's in a indoors public place,
right,
that's made up of members that don't include your household, that you're required to wear a mask unless there's an exemption for that.
There is. The mandate says there's an exemption.
That's what you said.
Exemption,
right?
And you don't have to prove it. So
that's what I just said.
So why are you having this conversation?
So yeah, so I guess that's the problem.
I think we're just having this conversation, right? And I just
But
said
it
that there's
seems
a
confrontational because she said escorted.
Yeah, she wants to. I mean, she's threatening us with like force, and that's like already a
And then if
confrontation.
you know the mandate says that there's a medical exemption.
There's an exemption.
So does it say on the mandate that we have to prove that there's a medical exemption?
No.
No. So why are we having this conversation then? We should be able to
is
allow
that,
to be sick.
and just, so it's your claim that you have an exemption to the mask mandate?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm asking. You haven't even produced a code that you can use force on me, or anyone can. So that's I don't care about any like exemptions. That's all I'm asking for.
Yeah, and if you want to follow law, mandate's not a law. It's never been passed by legislation, so you can't do it.
Well, I
Do
think
you
that-
comprehend what we're saying? Right?
I do.
And we're not trying to cause problems here. We just want to serve the papers to the superintendent and notice and claim that you're going to be sued if you don't stop breaking these laws. That's as simple as it
I
gets.
did realize I didn't bring a pen to sign it. Maybe I can borrow this. Maybe I can. Hey, sir, do you mind if I just borrow your pen real quick? Oh, thanks. You are awesome. I appreciate that.
Oh, wait a minute. I may have one I can give you.
Oh, well, I don't want to take it from you.
Go ahead. Might have been a different check. Yeah. All right, here you go.
Thank you. Just give me 1 second here. Oh, we did on this part though. This is the 7th day of the 2nd month in the year.
What's today?
7th, yep. Can we just go over there and hand these to him real quick? See, it looks like that's Ben right there, right?
That's not bad.
Oh, sorry. Thought it was my Ben. My vision isn't that good, apparently.
So Corey, my suggestion would be, you could, so your choice here, right? So you can leave with me, I will give them to Mr. Small, or you can provide this is the Assistant Superintendent, J. Rowell, or you can provide it to the clerk of the board, and you can give it to Superintendent Small.
I could probably give it to the vice superintendent, right?
Charge.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I'll use it next time. Apparently, we're going to be doing this a lot.
So this is
Oh,
Mr. So he has some papers he wants to serve on Superintendent.
Which he's not here.
Right, so I said,
Me?
Okay, so you will give these to him, make sure he gets these?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yep, that's my job.
For both of us.
Okay.
So notice and claim.
All right, and I noticed I didn't get a response. I did a public records request, and today was 5 days, so I didn't get a response from that. So I'd like a response from that, or I'll have to be serving you for violating my
That would mean that it
rights.
probably didn't come in.
No, I sent it on the 2nd to your address. You've received them in the past. I
Well,
don't know why it
I
wouldn't.
don't remember seeing it, so if you sent one, please resend it, because it did not come through to me.
All right, well, I guess I'll do a request to see if you got it or not, too.
Okay.
thanks, Corey.
Thanks, Brian. You too.
What do you think? Was it me that messed up at the Spokane School Board meeting, or was it the district and its strong-arm tactics? Thank you again for supporting my channel. Just by watching my content, you are supporting my work. However, if you want to support me in other ways, Sign up on censorship-fighting YouTube alternatives like LBRY, which uses Odyssey for its video platform, or Hive. Use the links in the description to earn yourself some decentralized crypto for getting started. There are non-cryptocurrency platforms as well, but you might as well get something of value in return for your support of your favorite content creators. Links to all of the platforms you can find Questionable Authority on are in the description. And don't forget to check out the Questionable Authority merchandise store.